This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Meth. We actually went to Victorville this weekend and we struck up with a lot of meth heads in the area. And we talked about getting a sponsor for this podcast, and we actually did. So thank you to our local sponsor, the Meth Addict. He's your neighbor. What's his name? Started with a C.
Kurjesh.
Oh, thanks Kurjesh for the sponsorship. Yeah, Kurjesh. For every 1,000 listeners, we get one free crystal, and then we get to resell that at our own price.
Exactly.
And I have no experience with crystal meth, except from watching Breaking Bad. And the thing is, I was asleep every time I watched that because honestly, every time I watch Breaking Bad, I think of chemicals.
Oh wait, you guys, I think we're having an earthquake.
Oh wait, that's just our fucking. That's just our dryer.
Fucking house is shaking. How's your weekend?
It was chill.
Insanely chill.
Dude, Cody Co. Bruh.
Dude, that whole... Did we talk about it last time?
We did. The Jake Paul thing? Yeah.
Alright, that's it for this episode.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Oh. Alright, guys.
Paul just disrupted the lighting in the room.
Great.
Okay. I'm sorry. Come say hi. Oh my... Anyways.
This guy's gonna be...
No, but anyways.
Fucking Chasker? What is this? Oh, it's a straw. Never mind.
Yes, this is a straw right there. Dude. No, so on Friday night, I was literally... Yeah, okay, Friday night. I was just chilling here at home. I was watching the show Vikings because, first of all, Game of Thrones ended. So I need my fix-in for, like, medieval time programming.
Yeah, of course.
So I needed to... So I need to...
people who don't want to play World of Warcraft and shit.
So I started watching Vikings again. Really good show. But anyways... and I got a text from Alondra because I was talking to her the day, either the day before or just earlier that day, I don't remember. And she's like, "What are you gonna do this weekend?" Well, I was supposed to meet with my group for senior design, and no one came. That's fine. I got it. It was a long weekend, but anyways, so I was just supposed to be working on senior design this whole weekend. So I was like, I don't really have any like plans to do anything like fun or anything. She's like, "Oh, okay." And according to her, she was supposed to go out with like her friends, do this, do that, and then I was like, "Okay, cool." And then like that night it was like 11 p.m. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just watching TV." I'm like, she's like, "Are you going to bed soon?" I'm like, "No, because I don't like napping during the day."
Yeah.
Like I just can't. Not that I don't like it, I can't. Like if it's like 6 p.m. I can't fall asleep. It's just weird.
It's fucking 6 p.m. I mean,
like but I know, like like her fucking. She can fall asleep at any time. She naps
like 4 times a day.
I'm like, fuck, I can't do that. I honestly cannot fall asleep in the middle of the day. But anyways,
I'm pretty sure she has narcolepsy. I'm like pretty sure she does.
But anyway, I guess I was like either just really tired because I think I'd gone to the gym earlier that day. I was just not. I was tired. So I came in from 6 to 9 p.m. I knocked out.
Yeah.
So when I was watching TV, I was full awake. I was like, I'm not doing anything. So if you want to come over, that's fine. And she comes over. She's like, "Are we getting fucked up?" I'm like, "What? It's 11 p.m."
Every time I feel like when you talk about Alondra, I just imagine her voice auto-tuned. I swear to God. The fucking like those weird ass memes.
Those
like,
fucking
all I think
like the
about
trembly memes.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I was like, all right, do you want to go to like the club or something? And she's only like 19, so we had to find like an 18 plus club. And if she was gonna drink, I was gonna not drink and just drive her.
Yeah.
So anyways, we ended up finding this club in Pomona.
Wow, guess what? Far.
It's called Carnival in Pomona, and we left the house at 1 a.m. And they closed at 3 a.m. over there.
Yeah.
So we got there at 1:30. There was no traffic at all. So we got there in like 20 minutes, and then it was just like weird finding parking, and it was really weird because I didn't have any cash on me. You know, I have to like to pay a cover fee to get in.
Yeah.
So online it said, "Oh, the cover fee's $30." And I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'll pay for her. I don't care. She only had $20 in cash, and she didn't have it in her card, and she didn't have it with her. So I went to the Wells Fargo ATM here. It was really weird. Didn't let me withdraw money. It's like, oh, unable to fulfill your request. Try again.
Hey, my only job, like the thing I'm supposed to do, I can't.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, what the fuck are you? And then so I was like, maybe it's just this ATM, like it's out of money or whatever, got robbed. It's in the middle of fucking, like, it's on the corner of Iowa and Blaine. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if some, like, crackhead, like, got a crowbar and, like, opened it.
Just put it in fucking Monopoly money. Just fucking.
But in Pomona, when we got there, we found another one. And it said the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay, there's something that's weird then. Whatever. So we got there. We were like, wait, we might not get in. We don't have the cash for it. Like, there's no other ATM around here. And then we're like, fuck it, we'll try. And then we get in. We get to, like, the door or whatever. And I'm like, and I mean, she's... the ladies there charging people to get in, and I'm like, how much is it? She's like 10 per person. I'm like, oh, lit. She has $20.
Perfect, yeah.
So
except for you,
yeah,
fucking 2050.
No, dude, just 1101. No, but anyways, And so we got in. It was so funny, dude. As soon as we walk in, some like Mexican dude tries to like fucking grab her and go dance with her. I was so scared. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, I'm sorry. He started running home. Dude, forget the car.
Dude, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And she's like, no, like she said I was like that she was with me. And she was like, it was so gross. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go dance with that guy, but I'm gonna first find you a girl. I'm like, absolutely not. That's disgusting. I don't know.
Because I'm gay.
Dude, no, it was just like, listen, like the area wasn't like sketchy or like even ghetto at all, but like when I walked in there, like just like the girls in there were just not my type. So I was just there to like hang out with Alondra because she likes to dance and stuff. Yeah. So I was with her. I took her, you know, and she like pre-gamed over here because obviously you can't get drinks in there, and but yeah, and then so she ended up not finding a dude, and I didn't even look for a girl to dance with you. First of all, like that'd be gross. Second of all, I'm really bad at dancing, so I would just embarrass myself.
So imagine you go on the dance floor, you have like you just get like a fucking like a cardboard box, start doing like head spins,
just break dancing. Fuck. Are you good now, or are you leaving? Are you not gonna come in?
Just sit down.
Where are you going? It was an accident. Come on, I was just clowning you. Come on. Oh okay. My god. All right. Well, anyways.
I'm shy.
What? You were in this every week. Whatever. Anyways, so we were dancing until like 3 a.m. until they closed the thing, and we got back 3:30, and she didn't go home until like 4, and it was. I don't think I can say this. Oh, hold on, I can't say this like super loud, but I think the other day, a few days before that, one of my roommate's boyfriends, like we like make fun of him all right. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, drywall missile.
And so basically we were like. He showed up, and Tall and I were like, how much you want to bet he parked in the driveway? Because, you know, he doesn't live here, but he always, like, he just does that. And so he went outside, and he was, so I owed Tall $5. And because I had $5 in my Venmo account, I was just like, all right, I'll just send you that. Yeah. And I it was like a few days before, I kind of just forgot. It was no big deal. But then I was like, I don't know why. It was like 2:30 a.m. I was still in the club, and I was like, okay, here it is. So literally I sent her $5 on Venmo. It was like drywall missiles car bet.
Car bet. People were in there, like, what the fuck does this even mean? Like,
so fucking funny. And then on Saturday, I fucking had to see Sawyer.
Ew, what the fuck? Dude, what the fuck, dude? You basically went to a walk-in museum?
Basically, dude,
I
was like hanging out with a fucking personified version of a Klan rally. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh my god! So
Sawyer isn't racist, but he does some really ignorant shit.
He's just like he doesn't know better because like he's
107.
He grew up surrounded by white people, so you kind of like
in like Berlin.
Anyways, so basically pre-World War I. Yeah, he's 140 years old.
141 actually.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're right.
Congrats.
But anyways, so after we were hanging out, I was working with him at the library because I was working on a presentation that we have this Thursday. He was working on his other stuff, and the library on Saturday is closed at 5 p.m. So he's like, "Do you want to get lunch afterwards?" Like, I know there's gonna be traffic if I leave now because he lives in Yorba Linda. So I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care." So we went to Substation, and basically it's. For those who don't know, it's a little like sandwich shop here in UCR.
It's like right across the street.
And it's really good. I love going there. So we went. It was a good food, and then and at the same time on Saturday that like afternoon, the Native American students hold this event called the Powwow. Mind you, I'm not very well informed of what that is. It's just it's like a very big event that they have on this field, and like they just have a bunch of stuff, like a bunch of like cool stuff. And so basically, a lot of Native American folk. We're like just walking about, and so a group of them walked into the substation, and Sawyer and I were already in there fucking eating, and he saw a bunch of them go up into like the register to start ordering, and he's like, "Wow, there's a lot of Mexicans here."
What's up with all these Mexicans and the feathers in their hair?
Dude, oh my god! And I'm like, bro, Sawyer, no.
Like, dude, they don't even look the same, bro.
The only thing like we were saying that they might have in common is like darker skin tone, but that's even it.
Like and facial structure, hair, everything.
Just like long hair, like the way they dress, like I don't know. It was just like, damn it, Sawyer. Like I know you don't mean like
the guy's smoking from a fucking peace pipe.
Like yeah, exactly. And it's like I know you don't mean maliciously, but fuck.
That's just really funny. Like just for him to be like he's trying to be like. He's just so ignorant for the situation he doesn't even know.
Yeah, he doesn't understand that like what he said was like wrong.
But even like this, I can imagine like, why is there so many Mexicans here? Like he's like upset about it. Like
he's mad.
He's like legit.
No, upset. But like the way he said, he was more like surprised. He was like just confused. I guess
he's like, wow.
So like, and
Riverside's very democratic.
Oh man, you know what's so funny about Sawyer? Like, he voted like Republican when we were like when the whole election thing was going on.
Yeah.
But he's from Belgium and he supports like socialist programs like like socialist medicine, like free education and stuff like that. And I'm like, how does the one correlate with the other? Because like here he's like, oh, I support like less taxes, but I also support socialism. I'm like, in order to have that, you need a higher level of taxing that already exists. So I don't know. That's why like I don't understand like the.
I think you just like him because he was white.
Yeah,
He's
it's just
a
like,
white
oh
guy.
yeah, that makes sense. He's making a lot of sense. He's putting the minorities down.
God damn it, Brandon. He's actually the VP of the company. Yeah, were we talking about Chernobyl?
Oh, that's right. I wanted to. Okay, so I'm sure everyone knows that in 1986, like the Chernobyl power plant had a fucking huge ass meltdown.
Some guy's an asshole and just didn't believe.
So literally, like they were trying to run like safety features, or they're trying to run a new process in order to save on energy expenditure.
Yeah.
So they had to, in order to do that, like sort of experiment to see how much energy they would use, they turned off a lot of the safety features in the core of the reactor.
Yeah.
And remind you, like the core is basically a huge piece of graphite that is. Sorry, we were cut off there. My computer was being weird. Anyways, huge piece of graphite that is bombarded with a bunch of radioactive particles in order to harness the energy that it releases.
This is a science podcast.
Ha ha ha. Anyways, so the guy who was in charge, like the chief, whatever, he was like his like whatever subordinates were telling him like, hey, this thing's like it's heating up, it exploded, like there's something wrong.
Impossible.
And then literally he's like, that's not possible. Because like the whole science behind it is like literally there's no oxygen inside that core, so there's no possibility for combustion. And he was literally so stubborn. He's like, no.
You know what I feel like this guy reminds me of?
What?
I feel like this guy was like the Ben Shapiro of his time.
Yeah, just so annoying.
He's like, no, it's impossible.
No,
Like,
no.
I'm gonna refute that with facts and knowledge on why it can't explode. And then right as he's exploding, he fucking dies. He's the fucking Ben Shapiro of the fucking Soviet Union.
But anyways, so it all exploded. They were trying to like get the fire to go down because after it was exposed to the oxygen to the air, it actually caught on fire. Anyways, so after they got the fire down, they noticed that the inside core was still melting and it was going to melt through the concrete pad and get into the groundwater. And they didn't want that because it was literally going to contaminate all the water that like a lot of Ukraine and most of the Soviet Union like used. So they had to basically bring a bunch of miners, like coal miners, to come in and dig a tunnel underneath the plant in order to install like a heat exchanger for that it wouldn't melt the concrete pad. And they wouldn't provide them with fans because remember they're going underground. It's hot as fuck, and they wouldn't provide them with fans because if you put fans in there, it's gonna lift a bunch of dirt and that's radioactive. It's gonna go in your lungs. You die even quicker. Yeah. But anyways, it was so I don't know why like. And this is true. That actually happened. Like it got so hot that all of the coal miners like took off. They were just completely naked. They were working inside the mines completely naked, and they just show that it's an HBO show, so they don't have like restrictions or anything like that. And I just think it was just so tough. It was hard as fuck.
The hardest thing to do, like
literally, just a fucking dude like, with a fucking pickaxe walking around with his cock out. Like, they were just rocking out his fucking
radioactive dick and just fucking his dick just becomes a giant pickaxe. And just fucking.
It's a fucking Geodude. Like
it's a Geodude. His balls just grow hands and start punching the fucking floor.
That's the origin of Pokemon.
Seriously, it's a bunch of naked Soviets running around.
All the people are the animals that mutated in like the Chernobyl area. That's why like they got the idea.
All the shadow Pokemon are just ghosts.
They were fucking the mutated animals from the Chernobyl exclusion area.
That's so fucked up. Oh my god, that's actually really funny though.
Yeah. Dude, but like it was just so funny because it was dead ass. Like they weren't even like laughing about it. They were just working completely naked.
Wait, it's hot.
And their dicks were out.
Bro, imagine the dude swinging it and he just nicks a dude's dick.
Like the foreskin, like it'll catch it. Oh fuck. Anyway, it was nasty. Oh, but I was just laughing. I was watching that shit. I was like, what the fuck? It's so funny.
All the dudes that came out, they're all fine. Their dicks are just gigantic. Just fucking,
you're like, fuck yeah.
Chernobyl ain't that fucking bad. You'll come out, bro and Freddy. The guy comes up with the visor and the core is like, dude. It's not so bad, dude.
Natty Light.
What the
just
fuck,
crush
dog?
it.
With his head. His cock. Just the dude with the giant
he becomes so powerful he crushes it with his mind.
This has telekinesis the fuck from being naked in a coal mine.
Dude, it was crazy. And the thing is, it's fucked up because they actually did that and a lot of them died because they were just right there.
Yeah, because they got radiation in his fucking foreskin and his asshole.
It's just so much. And it was crazy because like the lead, like the I guess the boss of all the miners that they hired, when they showed up to the plant, they were handing out these like face masks. And then so he didn't even put his on. He's like, he asked the two dudes like that are in charge. He's like, do these even work? And they're like, a little, like to some extent they work. And so basically they had a whole conversation. At the very end, he's gonna leave. Like he's like, if they work, then you would be wearing them because they weren't even wearing them. So it's obvious like they were just doing it to like to make the coal miners feel like they're gonna be protected and they're not. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Because like in reality, when that whole shit happened, the Soviet Union tried to hide it like so much.
Fuck yeah. I mean, they were like winning space race and everything. So last thing you want to do, like, we had the big oopsie where the guy did not think what he did.
Guy did not think clearly. Men die.
We had Ben Shapiro on the payroll and did something very stupid in Russia.
But yeah,
and now we can't eat apples in Czechoslovakia, kind of shit. Like that shit's crazy. Like I saw a video a long time ago, like some white guy's like, here it was like the same dude from like Earth. Like, here we have in Chernobyl, we have apples that can't be eaten for over 1,000 years.
Yeah, dude, literally like that. Like
bro, that fucking sucks.
Dude, like the half life of zirconium is like 25,000 years, and that's still like it's still there. It's gonna be there for fucking forever.
God damn it, that fucking sucks.
Dude, I know. Like literally that whole 2,500 kilometer like radius, like people can't live there for like thousands of years.
No one could live there. Basically forever.
Yeah,
because Earth is going to end before that.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm just going to end like 10 years. Like, fucking hell. Oh, man. But
That's so fucking funny. I can imagine this dude, like, being like, dude. I can imagine, like, him, like, after, like, because he's just so stubborn, like, dude. Okay, I can imagine this guy being snarky as fuck. Like, I'm sorry, are you the project manager? No, it didn't fucking blow up. Get the fuck back to work. Everyone dies.
Dude, that's how they talk, though.
Yeah,
that's how like the Soviets would talk to like the scientists. Like there's like an actual professor talking, and he's like, oh, who are you like to talk to me like that? Because he's like some higher ranking like.
I know how to shoot can off of 15 kilometers.
Yeah, that's literally how they talk. It's so funny.
You know Newtonian physics? You're fucking dick face. I can imagine this guy just doing all this shit and then
all like stereotypical Russian shit.
I can just imagine like this dude is just like in a fucking room like just like this, like in a fucking like swirly chair, and the boss is back there with the tie fucking doing this shit. It's like, what the fuck, Vladimir? What the fuck? And I can just imagine this motherfucker right there with like not even like a drink. He just has like he has a tennis ball. He's like, yo,
throwing it up.
He's like, yo, I dropped the ball. What can I say? What the fuck was that?
I don't know. That was terrifying.
I can imagine this guy like, yeah, well, you know, things happen.
Bada bing, bada boom.
He's like, we still get drink cider. You want to go with the fucking Okerschlafen later? Like, we can't. That was in Chernobyl, you fuck face. Like,
dude, I don't know. If you it's not a show. It's a mini series. So it's only gonna be 5 episodes because obviously like
that's fucking terrifying, dude.
Dude, I know. So if like for you listening, if you're interested in that like whole event, go watch it because I was reading on it. It's actually very accurate to what they know. Because a lot of the recordings that they show in the program, it's actually like the original recordings from what happened.
That's terrifying.
And then and it's what's really scary. Like so, there's like a side plot going on with this one lady and her husband. Her husband was one of the firefighters that went to go fight the fire the night of the meltdown, and she was trying to. They didn't tell her what hospital that he went to. They transferred him to a hospital all the way in Moscow, which is really far from Pripyat.
Don't tell me.
And so she goes all the way to Moscow. Mind you, she's pregnant. And she goes all the way to Moscow. She bribes her way into the hospital because they wouldn't let her in because they shouldn't let anyone in, right? Because like they're contaminated as fuck. Like they're gonna go there to die.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole even like they're in this bubble with like plastic wrap. I mean, it's not gonna protect that much, but it still protects like the nurses, you know. She goes in there completely unprotected. She like hugs him and everything like that, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna be a dad," and he's like touching her stomach, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck!"
And the baby
he's like, "Damn, dude, that's fucking terrifying." So like that's where the episode ended. So or it ended with her husband's funeral. They literally buried people in concrete, so their contaminated bodies were like not radiate out. They put them in caskets, and the hole that they put like the 5 caskets in, they just covered it in concrete.
Damn. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, that scared the fuck out of me.
Dude, live ghosts on the podcast, dog?
Dude.
Just start floating. It's fucking Russ.
It's fucking David. He just appears. She just fucking comes down. You just see his head through the table.
It's glass, but you can't see on the other side. It's just his head on this side.
Fucking shit. That was terrifying.
Fuck. Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh fuck.
I think. Well, I mean. That shit was bent weird.
No, it's bent. I think it's just like there was too much pressure.
It's like floating. Like obviously there's a draft in here. There's a draft in the room.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Corinne Tala wasn't here. She'd probably scream or freak
She would have ran away.
Yeah. Drop kicked it.
Oh, man. But yeah.
I
So that was... so if you guys got a chance to watch that, if you're interested, it's a really good show on HBO. And but yeah, because most people are they're canceling their HBO subscription after Game of Thrones ended.
Honestly, dude, after I can't say anything. Like my brother just started watching HBO, started watching Game of Thrones, and he likes it so far because look at the first season. I've never watched the show, but from what I heard, the first 2 seasons are the best. The first season's just a bunch of fucking, which is cool, I guess.
It's a lot of nudity.
And then obviously it starts to develop a plot and whatever. But I don't know, he does it just so he can just get through it faster, but he's he watched, because him and his girlfriend we watch 1 episode a night. I'm it's gonna take you 10 years to fucking finish.
Dude, yeah, dude. Every episode is 10 or 1 hour, and then there's 10 episodes per season, and there's 8 seasons. Mind you, the last 2 seasons were only 7 episodes, but the first 6 seasons
that's well over 70 75 days.
There was
75 days.
72 75
that's
hours.
about 3 months.
If you do it one per day, it's gonna take you forever. You're gonna forget what happened in the beginning.
What?
You're
yeah.
Oh wait, fuck. Oh yeah.
Oh, that dude's back.
Oh shit.
The dude with the wheelchair. That's cool.
Dude, the memes are fucking funny on that.
That shit was so funny.
Dude, because we talked about last week how you were watching it with me. We're just all the memes we were looking at afterwards.
That shit was so funny. That's the very first time I watched the show, and then I watched the last episode because I really can't have an opinion on if it was good or not, just strictly because I don't really.
Dude, there's a skunk outside. Do you see it?
Where?
There's a skunk. Do you see it?
Oh fuck!
You see it, right?
Bro, it's fucking spooky tonight.
Damn. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway,
so basically, you watched it with me, and then we were just sending each other the fucking Twitter memes that came out immediately after.
So fucking funny. Just the idea is it's crazy how quick the internet is.
Dude, I know. It's like the guy in the wheelchair going downhill. He's ran on the way to King's Landing because he knew he was gonna be.
That shit was the funniest thing I've ever seen. That shit was so fucking funny.
Oh, the one where there's a guy in a wheelchair on fire, and it's Drogon after he finds out that Bran is king. Oh no, the one where he's the guy in the wheelchair going around in circles, drifting in the ruins of King's Landing.
Dude, that show is I never watched the episode. Like I said, I haven't seen the show, but I've seen some pretty gory shit. They fucking tell me about how they killed a baby.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck! So he's a nerd and likes to watch and likes to read the book.
Yeah, but it's they talk about it in the show, but they don't actually show it. So the character, the Mountain, you knew him before the show because he's just one of the the strongest men on earth.
Yeah, motherfucker deadlifts 1,100 pounds.
Dude, he's just a massive man,
literally a mountain of person.
Of people, huge. But anyways, so in the book, they only talk about it in the show. So he is a knight that his lords tell him to go murder this family. It's this one lady and her 2 children. And first of all, before he kills the mother, he rapes her, and then he kills her. And then her son, he's a baby. He's 3 months old. He just grabs him by the head and then smashes it on the wall. I'm that's so fucked.
That's the most brutal shit I've ever heard. For a baby, I've seen animes and they do some weird shit like that, but to a baby, I can imagine.
Dude,
that shit.
I know that's just fucked.
Oh my god, yeah. That shit is just so fucking nasty. Oh my god,
dude, enough nerd shit. Let's talk about Poogie.
Dude, imagine not liking it. Dude, it'd be fucking lame, dude. Dude, how can people be gay if there's just so much pussy in the world, dude? So insensitive.
No, I think I sent it to you. I was fellas, if you if you're fucking your girlfriend and your girlfriend likes dick, that's gay. That makes you gay. I think I butchered it, but it was so funny.
I don't remember that. Oh my god, the fucking shit did. Okay, so we had a breakfast.
Oh yeah.
We had a breakfast on Friday. A bunch of friends came over here.
Yeah.
I was cooking and everything. We're all hanging out, whatever, right? So we're all eating and shit. And this is after we're done eating. And those who don't know, David was on the podcast. He was here. And those who don't know David was on the podcast a long time ago where we're talking about the music edition on my birthday. And this motherfucker. Okay, Marco sets him up. Because Marcos is fucking disgusting. Okay, because the whole time David's talking about e-boys and e-girls and shit.
Yeah, we're just talking. Listen, our friend group is gross. Not gross, but we just talk the raunchiest shit.
Just nasty shit. It's nothing serious. Obviously,
it's nothing offensive or anything. That we just took just out of the blue. We'll say just something random or something gross.
Oh, we're so zany. Huh?
And then haha, you should be our friend. Anyways, so so he was. I think I was sitting right there on that chair. and he was inside the kitchen, and I'm like, David, is your pussy juicy or is it dry?
This motherfucker goes,
fucking goes,
it's creamy.
it's creamy, and
dude,
I was like, oh,
dude, we all gagged. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to give me a fucking e-girl. They have the creamiest pussies ever. And dude, I've never had my fucking ass and throat go.
Dude, your ass throbbed.
Dude, my shit quivered.
Oh god.
My shit shuddered. It was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, my muscles tightened up for a second. Like,
you were just so angry.
Dude, I was like, oh my god, my shit's creamy.
Oh god.
Holy fucking. The entire time he kept saying, like, bro, e-girls have the best pussy. This shit is too creamy. The entire time. I'm like, you're so fucking nasty.
Fucking
dude.
Hilarious.
Those who don't know those who don't know what an e-boy or e-girl is.
Oh yeah, explain. Well, okay. So basically, they become very popular, very prominent on Tumblr.
Yeah.
Not Tumblr, sorry, TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, they were originally on Tumblr, but not many people got exposed to it unless you were on Tumblr. So, but anyways, you know how TikTok blew up? Basically, it's like a stupid version of Vine. Right?
It's just guys who are like, oh, let me kiss you, baby. Oh.
So basically, e-boys are these like mainly white kids, skinny white kids who wear like oversized clothes that are all dark. They have like multiple piercings. They have
social club.
Yeah, that kind of shit. And they have like those like wallet chains that like go like on their like leg or whatever. And they have like painted fingernails that are black. They have a bunch of fucking rings. Anyway, so those are called e-boys, and they're basically counterpart of girls called e-girls. And basically,
into like hipstery kind of.
Yeah, like basically just
Two-door cinema club's my jam kind of shit.
Like
yeah, just fucking.
Fucking Vampire Weekend, dog. Dude, Death Cab for Cutie, dog.
Fuck,
dude, Ben Gibbard goes off. But anyways, so basically we were making fun of David because we were like, dude, you're an e-boy. And then it got to the point where he literally just admitted it. He's like, yeah, I'm an e-boy.
You're a fucking e-boy. Why do you think I tweet like this? Dude, his fucking tweet exploded.
Dude, oh my god. It was like, last time I checked, it was like 16K.
Really?
It could be more now. I don't even know.
So basically, David tweeted talking about he went to his ex's graduation, and he was talking to her uncle. And the whole time, his uncle was like, oh, so like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I go to school. And his uncle, he says verbatim, I was talking to her cholo-ass uncle, and her uncle was like, oh, so you know how to think, huh, fool? on the bottom of it, he like...
This shit still haunts me to this day.
Yeah, this shit still haunts me to this day. That shit got over like, 15,000...
50,000 likes and like 8,000 retweets. It's so fucking
That's
funny.
easy, but that's a funny tweet. But I still like his funniest tweet still to this day.
Was he drunk, right? Like
he was drunk and we're on biochemistry and this motherfucker tweeted. I remember it was a Friday and I remember looking on Twitter and this motherfucker is like, bro, who the fuck invented water? This shit slaps. Dude, I was laughing for 3 days. I thought that was the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. This motherfucker, the next dude, I don't know, it was like a week. He was just slamming tweets left and right, and he was just like, bro, you know, he's like bike is short for Bikel.
That one gets me, dude. It was short for Bikel.
And dude, like literally, all his tweets are the same shit. Like,
it was just they're literally like if you
I want a girlfriend, I'm an e-boy.
If you were ever on Tumblr like back in 2013, they're like today's equivalent to shit posting.
Seriously,
like, yeah, like shit posting.
Same thing.
Like basically I don't know how people could come up with this shit kind of content. Like it's fucking and it's funny because it's like something you would never think of.
Like bro, my shit's creamy.
Exactly. And the thing is that he thought of that like that immediately.
Like that was like he had that in the fucking chamber.
Like the thing is like the exact when I asked you, I'm like, hey, what movie gets you the hardest?
Like Forrest Gump.
Immediately you're like Forrest Gump. Like,
I don't know why.
Just like that, no thought. I was dying. That was so funny.
Dude, he's just a fucking walking like meme. This shit's so funny. And then that fucking thing we have where we're just sending each other like the grossest fucking snaps.
Oh, we have like a little group chat on Twitter where we send each other and Instagram, I think, where we send each other like the grossest memes or like the cryptic memes. I just said the void memes.
The fucking one where I was like, I like how you said it. It was like me and him, and like you sent us like a bunch of just random fucking like tweets and memes. And this motherfucker sends back the picture of SpongeBob with his cock all shaved. I was like, I fucking hate it.
You know what's funny though? Like when I send, it's like me like sending a post, but he sends a picture that's already in his phone.
I know.
And, like the thing, I'll send like a video or something that's already like
something that's on the internet. He just has it.
He has it on his phone.
I'm like pretty sure David has like the fucking beta tour to get to the dark web.
Dude, no, I think his phone is like the database for all memes. Like,
I'm like 100% sure, dude. Dude, it's so weird because he's literally famous in his town.
Dude, I know.
He's like, dude, it's fucking weird. Like, I wish we were lying. Like, people like, I should
not obsessed with him,
dude. It's so weird. Like, I remember I was like going on his I was on his feed one day and I was just looking at like his shit posts or whatever, and like it's people like that are just from his town because like follows David. Or
yeah, like,
and they'll be like. I forget what it was like. I can't wait for David to bless me with his presence in our town of Azusa or some shit. Like, and it's fucking random.
It's weird.
It's so weird.
It's weird. And the
he's
thing
like,
is,
it's like he's like the mayor's son or something.
Dude, like I don't know. He's so popular there, and it's funny. I mean, he has a lot of friends here too, but like over there, he's like a god.
Like he's like the only way I can like give him like the equivalent is like the cousin who went to college when everyone else didn't.
Yeah, but
so when they come back from college,
like,
everyone's like, "Oh fuck, like you're how was it?" Kind of
they
shit.
miss him, like they super miss him.
Yeah, you know, like that's exactly how I see David.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
people just like
so funny, dude.
Like he's omnipotent. Like, and it's
like that picture he has floating. Oh my god! So somehow they got a perfect picture of him. Like he jumped up. He jumped up, and his like even his feet were like pointed down, so it looked like he was floating.
Yeah.
And like they caught that snapshot perfectly, and
they deep fried it.
And like his arms were like fucking like flexing or whatever. And then he basically had that photo, and then they deep fried it, added like rays coming out of his fucking eyes, and then they put that, but then on the background of the "oh shit, here we go again" meme.
Yeah. Dude, I remember one time I sent him a photo or something, and he literally sends me back the photo of him. He was like, "I will destroy you."
I know. I think I added him. There was like a fucking meme or something, and I added him, and he said that same thing. I will destroy you. It's just him.
I fucking hate him, dude. He's so funny.
It's hilarious. It's so dumb. It's like the dumbest shit, but it's so funny.
I really wish, like, I don't even know how to explain it, dude. That guy's fucking comedy.
Yeah, like we were actually literally trying to get him on tonight, but he couldn't come.
I mean, we're gonna go out. We're going on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, so we could. I'm gonna actually.
Let's do we can do a vlog or something that day.
She's so mad.
She's just talking about like kunafa or like baklava.
Oh man, no! What I was gonna do is gonna order a new mic, so it's gonna
all
be
three.
Like, yeah.
All right, I'm down for that.
So it's not gonna be awkward just sharing two mics.
For sure.
But yeah, all right, we have reached our time. Thanks for listening. Catch you next time. Catch us next time when we talk about our exes and how much dome we got last week. Are you ready? Oh, how much dome did you get last week? Stay tuned next week and to find out, right, dog?
Dude,
you gonna tell them?
I got so much. And cut it right there.
All right. Thanks for listening. Love you guys. Peace out.
See ya.